Hello everyone, this is Romario with another legacy video. Before we get started, I would kindly ask you to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And I always love to see feedback on the videos that I post. So if you would like to make any comments about the plays you saw, some of the piles I messed up, please do so. I like to read the comments on my videos. So this, like I said, piles, because we're playing Doomsday, and this is a list that I got from my podcast co-host, Mike. I will actually leave his Patreon link and his social media link in the links below the video. I'm going to be playing the deck, but I'm sure he has played the deck a lot better than I have. Recently, he split the finals of one of the Legacy Challenge on Magic Online. I believe he posted a sideboard guide and a video on the video of the challenge that he split the finals. So make sure you go check it out. Subscribe for his Patreon if you like pretty much anything that has any combo decks in Legacy that has dark rituals in it. But yeah, so this is a bug version of Doomsday. It's got somewhat like the same elements we've been seeing like in Doomsday recently. It's got consider, LEDs and discard spells, counter magic. The difference here is that you kind of have a sort of a tempo plan too. You got Orcish Bowmasters, Tamiyo, Murktide, and Fatal Push. But so you kind of like in between tempo and combo. It doesn't have any of the personal tutors or the more turbo aspects of the deck, right? And then in the sideboard, you get a little bit more cards versus tempo decks like Delver. So you got like the 4 copies of Barrowgoyf. We're not in 2014 anymore. And then we got like more removal spells, Carpet of Flowers. And against all the combos, you've got Force of Negations and Veil of Summer. And Grafdigger's Cage. That one is pretty self-explanatory, right? But yeah, the deck's it's a deck that I'm fairly familiar with. Like, no, it's not. I mean, I haven't played this exact 75 or something similar to this, but at the last Eternal Weekend, I played one of the versions that we were working on that had Psychic Frog. Well, the card has since been banned in the format, so that exactly tempo version of I'm sorry, not exactly, but the exact tempo version of Doomsday, of course, can't really play that anymore. But Mike did a good job like in coming up with this new list. So yep, I told him I was going to play the deck and give some feedback, and I was like, well, I might as well record and see what do you guys think about it. So I'll see you guys for round 1. All right, so we're here for round 1 of the league, playing BUG Doomsday. So we have an interesting hand here. Obviously we can turn 1 Tamiyo, and we also have Thoughtseize, but I'm not sure if I like the 2 Tamiyos, and I really have to draw. Well, I guess if I draw 1 land, we can make this hand functional. We'll see. It is a little fragile, but 1 land next turn, and we can flip Tamiyo, or we can still just like Thoughtseize the opponent, I guess. Again, it's a little fragile to like a Wasteland maybe. If they just have like a removal spell, it's fine. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. That's not good. If we get Blood Moon out of this game, okay. No, it looks like it's a mono black. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is terrible. All right. I mean, I can still flip Tamiyo next turn if I draw a land, because then we can crack the clue and cycle Street Wraith. We did not draw a land. All right. Well, I am going to attack, and I'm going to cycle Street Wraith. All right. This might just mean that we lost this game 1, because now I can't flip Tamiyo anytime soon unless I draw another cycler, and they're pretty much free to cast anything. No, obviously I can't cast anything under the Trinisphere as the game stands. It's a Karn. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to concede so I don't reveal anymore what I'm doing. Yeah, this is... Maybe it was a bad keep. Not sure. Probably not a very good one. So for this type of deck, what do we want? I don't think Tamiyo is very good. What do we like? What else? I think Bowmasters maybe is not great neither. Maybe Barrowgoyf is just better than Murktide. It's a little easier for me to cast. I can also just Dark Ritual it out in turn 1. So we got Long Goodbye that can kill... Well, can't kill Karn. Okay, I think I want Barrowgoyfs and maybe Force of Negation. I think I want, well, I don't know if I want Fatal Push. Maybe I just want another Veil. Maybe Veil just better than Daze on the play. I think that Daze, I mean, Veil doesn't stop Trini Sphere. So we do have extra copies of Force. Maybe Jace is just too clunky. All right, I think I'm going to try like this. Speaking of clunky, yeah, I think I'm only going to this one. This is not bad. So I think I'm going to put the Cavern back. Maybe Cavern of Souls is one of the cards I could consider siding out since they're not playing counter magic, but there's always a chance that they chalice on 2 and then we need Cavern of Souls to be able to beat that. Now the other question here, do I want to just Thoughtseize on turn 1 or do I want to save Misty Rainforest to get a Surveil land? Well, since they mulligan, I think the answer is I want to Thoughtseize them. Okay, so we have Long Goodbye. Okay, all right, so I think the only card that matters here is Bowmasters. I'll keep it up here so I remember what they have in hand. Make it just a little smaller. Sorry about that. All right, so Fel the Profane. I would think they were going to use the Fel the Profane as a card to print under Chromox, but maybe they figured they're not going to cast anything anytime soon. Guess I'm going to cycle now. Need to. All right, so we found a Brainstorm. So, I mean, so in theory, I could put back Doomsday on top and then Edge of Autumn and crack it, or I can do the same play with Consider next turn, but then I don't lose my land. I think I'm gonna do that because if I just do this now with Edge, then I'll have 0 lands. That means I'll have to pass a turn twice before I can do anything. Because then the first draw is an LED, second draw is a Cycler, and then I cycle into my pile. Probably all these lines, they lose really, really hard to a Trini Sphere off the top because then I don't have any counter magic. I'm gonna do like this and I'll play out the LED. And I don't know how fast those decks can kill. So I play Swamp. Okay, so if I try to make the play I just said, then I'll empty my hand and I just pass a turn, and then it's kind of hard, right? Because then I can, I think I'm just gonna pass like this. I could guess Consider to try to find a Dark Ritual, I guess. I feel like maybe they're just not drawing anything. All right, let's do this. I mean, it seems like they're telegraphing a Bowmasters, but all right, so I'm going to leave it on top. Okay, so we found a land. All right, I feel like a little better now because now I can fetch a Surveil land and try to find a Dark Ritual, and then we can win on the spot. But I'm sure they also play Opposition Agent, so I do have to watch out for that. And so they have 5 cards in hand. I only know 3 of them. Long Goodbye, not too hard for me to play around. To the City of Traders. Okay, so now I only know 2 of the cards in their hand. The One Ring. I'm going to fetch first. If I find a 3rd black source of mana, I think just One Ring is fine. The Cavern of Souls does not work. That goes in the graveyard. I think I have to force this then. All right, cool. So we can win on this turn. And I guess I can just try to make a simple pile. Just some cyclers. So after Doomsday resolves, I'm gonna be a 6 life. So I can cycle twice and I can just put any card in the middle. Always important. Click on Thassa's Oracle first. Let's put a land. Okay, so Edge of Autumn, crack LED, Grave Consider, Bin, Underground Sea, Street Wraith, cycle, Thassa's Oracle. Not too complicated here. All right. So I'm just gonna put Thassa's Oracle, Street Wraith, then something like this. I'm gonna hold control. I'm gonna second land. I'm gonna make triple blue here. If there was such thing as Zombie Spirit Guide or something, then they could maybe respond to this, but I think the way it's going, I don't think they can respond. All right, so we're gonna play Thassa's Oracle. Cool. All right, so let's go to game 3. Yeah, I don't think I need any of the removals still. I mean, Veil of Summer is cool because it can sort of stop Orcish Bowmasters. I was wondering about Jace, but I don't know if I like Jace that much. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna submit back like this. All right, this hand is not keepable. Well, I did mention something about Chalice. I mean, Chalice, no, Cavern of Souls, but yeah, I don't think that. I like this hand. And I think I'm just going to put Lotus Petal back. All right, so we can easily try. They have ley line. Is that what they're trying to do? Oh, no, they're mulliganing. No, they're not mulliganing. But they're trying to put a ley line in play, I guess. Is that what it is? Because it says waiting on Optic D Tiger. No, maybe they're just deciding if they want to mulligan or not. Ancient Tomb. It's scary, very scary. What if it's just counter Chromox? Is that the right play? I'm not sure. Oh, they did have ley lines. Okay. Is that a Chalice? Ugh, I think I have to counter that. Unlucky. Daze is a good pickup. Yep. Oppo Agent can go away. Yeah, Long Goodbye. Maybe they still think I have Tamiyo in the deck, which would make sense. Tamiyo is a good card. Like, it has some interactions with Doomsday, right? You can tick down and pick up an Edge of Autumn that's in the graveyard, make mana. You can use the clues to crack and draw cards into your pile. So opposition agent gone. Second nation tomb, disruptor flute. Okay, I'm guessing they're gonna name Doomsday. So now it'd be a good time for me to draw Barrowgoyf, which I have 4 copies in the deck. So come on, deck, help me out here. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna brainstorm first. So it costs 3 more to cast, right? You say. So Dark Ritual is still, yeah, way out of range to cast that card. Maybe I should just fetch now. Hold on, so they have, well, they do have long goodbye, so Barrowgoyf is not great. I just realized that. I'm gonna do this now before I get Opal Agent out of the game. I mean, I guess I can always just draw one of the 3 Veil of Summers to protect Barrowgoyf. The 1 ring. Okay, it's not looking good here. Okay, so there's a Veil of Summer. I'm gonna keep Veil. I'll play a Tropical Island and I'll pass. Yeah, I could almost cast Doomsday here. So should I do this now or before to consider? Oh, they have an Opal Agent in the hand. They just wanna. I get it. All right. So they're gonna take 2. I don't think I can erase that. Yeah, you got an opposition agent. I mean, those Ancient Tombs plus the ring are kind of risky. Yeah, if they didn't draw lands, okay, they're doing it. All right, maybe they drew another ring. So I'm gonna take 3. Interesting. Well, I can't do anything because of Opal Agents. All right, so I'm gonna go to 4. Shieldred. Try to draw a card first. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just dead here now because they draw. They gain life. Did I side those Barrowgoyfs in because okay, it seemed like I just never saw them. Chalice. The Chalice, I think this game just over then, right? They didn't want to attack. Interesting. So I take 2. You're a little late now. Let me see if I can find another Veil of Summer. Oh, and I forgot about Chalice. Okay. Yep. I can't because I know they have an answer to Barrowgoyf. So, all right. We'll see you guys here for round 2. All right. So we're back here for round 2. Yeah, I really like these hands. It's got a good mix of lands and spells. I mean, the Cavern of Souls is a little bit of a mulligan. But we do have creatures in the deck, so it's not like Cavern of Souls just casts Thassa's Oracle. I'm pulling mulligan to 5. Yeah, Thougeize themselves. Okay, we're playing against Reanimator. It is Reanimator. Oh wow. Oh, we're gonna force that. I guess I'll discard Brainstorm. Interesting. Alright, so it's like literally mono black Reanimator. Yeah, I think we're just gonna side out the creatures or these creatures, and I'm gonna bring the Veil of Summer and 2 cops at Grafdigger's Cage. What else I want to cut here? My Fatal Push doesn't do anything either. Yeah, I'm trying to fit the 3 Force of Negations to Jace and a Tamiyo. Okay, seems alright. Veil, of course, very good. They're a mono black deck. I mean, I'm assuming they're mono black. Maybe they have just like an old school like black and red Reanimator. Jace, maybe it's like another win con. Somehow Thassa's Oracle gets hose somehow, gets to my graveyard and they reanimated. I mean, I either have to find a counter magic, a Grafdigger's Cage, or like Thoughtseize is a good way for me to interact, right? Okay, yeah, I don't like my decision. I mean, I liked it before, but I think that validates it. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they take here. I mean, Thoughtseize makes sense, I guess. I mean, they know I'm gonna Thoughtseize them at turn 2, so I mean turn 1, but all right, that's what they got. So plenty of goodies. So they could Cabal Therapy me and take 2 Ponders. I mean, they have like different ways. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take Cabal Therapy. They don't know about the Force of Will. They also need to have a second black mana to be able to cast Animate that. Like Unmask is annoying now. But I think they might have to save it to put the Crystal Brand in the graveyard. All right. Just kind of hoping to draw a Grafdigger's Cage here. Ooh, Veil of Summer. I think I'm gonna keep that. I don't know if I want both of them, but definitely at least one. I'm gonna hold the Ponder as Force of Will fodder. I'm gonna Entomb. Okay, so if they cast a black spell on their turn, like let's say if they try to unmask me, I can Veil of Summer. I'll draw the second Veil, and then on my turn, I will draw Edge of Autumn, which is not good. So it's possible that I just want to like cycle Edge of Autumn. Okay, in this case, I'm just gonna not do anything. I think I'm okay to just play the draw goal game here, unless they just decide to unmask me. All right, they didn't. Okay, so now I could ponder and try to find either another blue card or no. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. because like Veil is good to protect my counter magic, but if I don't have one, then it's not good, right? So like I can Veil, protect Force of Will, but as if I whiff on the pawn, they don't find another blue card, then sure they won't see my hand, but I won't have any way to stop them from doing their thing, right? So and I think the way it stands right now, they can't really. Jesus. Okay, put all the creatures in the graveyard. All right. I think this turn I will probably ponder now that I know that I don't know the top card of my deck, so do I? I mean, it's still kind of like the same situation, right? If I don't find a blue card, yeah, it's close. See, I found a Daze, so I'll get the Daze and I'll pass the turn and search a basic land card. I could grab just cast Edge of Autumn and find an island. I really hope that this Veil of Summer finds something good. I think I am going to. Ooh, hold on a sec. Do they have? No. I mean, they could have Dark Ritual, Opal Agent, but they're in the graveyard. They don't need to know I have green in my deck, right? So it's a Force of Negation. Force of Negation. I think if I win this game in this match, is because my opponent just didn't draw lands. They have 7 cards in here. They're definitely going to try to at least unmask me, right? All right, so Crystal Brand, unmask. All right, we're going to play this thing. They already cast an Entomb. All right. So unmask doesn't do anything. Okay, so it's go time. Animate dead. Let's see what I want to do here. I can float a blue mana. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do like this. I'll pick up this one. I think I'm just going to put Edge in the graveyard. Maybe Dark Ritual is a card I want to put in the graveyard. Okay, this should do it. Yeah, it does. I was going to put this back and not Dark Ritual. I guess Veil of Summer. Play an island. Cast Dark Ritual, Doomsday. I'm just gonna make a normal stock consider pile, Brainstorm, and a Cycler. Is that what I need to do? I am gonna show some of my rustiness here. So Edge draws Brainstorm. Brainstorm's gonna see Consider, LED, Street Wraith. So I'm gonna put back one of the Force of Wills and Consider. I'm gonna cycle Street Wraith, crack LED, draw the Consider. Put the Force in the graveyard, draw Thassa's Oracle. I think that's what I want to do. Okay. So we're going to put Thassa's Oracle on the bottom. And I think the order for these, it doesn't matter as much. Good practice is to draw LED first. And then like Brainstorm has to be on top. So I'm going to, so cast Brainstorm. I'm going to put Force and Consider on top. I'll cast LED. I'm going to hold Control. Crack LED for triple blue in any order. We're going to draw the Consider, bin the Force of Will, and draw Thassa's Oracle. We cast Thassa's Oracle. All right, so that was match number 2. We'll see you guys here for round 3. All right, so we're back here for round 3. Yep, I think I'm going to keep this. It's got Doomsday and Dark Ritual and land. Well, they're playing blue, so maybe not a good idea to go for it. Let's start with a Tamiyo. Maybe they'll think I'm playing not Doomsday. That Tamiyo resolved real fast. So maybe they have an answer or... Okay, it's much worse than I thought. So Archon of Cruelty, not good. They reanimate then. Okay. I'm going to... I don't know if it's worth it, but I guess I can try to do this. 5 cards in hand. Chance of this Doomsday resolving are like close to 0, but... So I'm gonna go to 8. Hold on a second, that's actually just lethal, right? Yeah, it's 9 points of damage. Never mind. So Blue-Black Reanimator. I thought this deck was gone. Let's see. So actually I'm gonna bring up Mike's... sideboard here to take a look at it. So we actually like to cut the Doomsday plan. All right, I'm gonna follow the strategy here. And so basically just cut in the combo, some Edge of Autumn too. Okay, so all the expected cards here. And does it have a Fatal Push too? Kind of want Carpet of Flowers too. I mean, Dark Witch is really good at casting Barrowgoyf. All right, I'm just gonna, I'll leave it like this. But I think Carpet of Flowers maybe should be in there too, since they are playing Wastelands and silly things like that. Maybe since they saw Doomsday, they'll react differently or keep a different hand. Actually, let's see if I can find a Daze. I think I like Thoughtseize though. Excuse me. They're just gonna... Okay, I thought they... Hold on, they don't have 8 cards in hand. All right, I was about to say. Tamiyo. Okay, all right, so I get to attack and mill Murktide. Pick it up. Okay. I have Entomb. Tamiyo just dies when I attack with that guy. I think I'm just gonna take Entomb. I think that's a part of the deck that kills me. The combo part. All right, so they play the Polluted Delta. Entomb is gone. So they're gonna attack with Tamiyo. Bowmasters. Interesting. think I am going to keep on top. I feel there's a good chance that they try to cast a Brainstorm and flip Tamiyo. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Oh, second Barrowgoyf. That's gonna feel good, I guess. They shouldn't have an answer to this, right? Tamiyo flips. Okay. Hold on a sec. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I was gonna kill Tamiyo. Yeah, I'm still wondering if Carpet of Flowers. It's a little better than like Lotus Petal. Or maybe even Dark Ritual. But like Dark Ritual can using Cavern of Souls name Wizard. Brainstorm. Okay. Yeah, that's something. Currently I do not have a way to flip Tamiyo, but Thoughtseize. And I'm not gonna force that. So they have an answer to this one. Yeah, I guess we'll fight over that, I guess. It was not much of a fight, I guess. That's a pretty good draw. And the problem is that all these draws just lose to a Tomb Reanimate, I think. Yeah, Cavern of Souls is pretty awkward here. So it's a 4/5 Goyf, but doesn't beat like an Archon, so... Without Void Walker. Okay, that's... So, these go in the graveyard, right? I'm sorry. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, you may mill that many cards. If you do, you may put a creature card from among them into your hand. Okay, I believe... Let's just flip Tamiyo. I don't have to do... Yeah, let's see what I mill with Barrowgoyf. Was any creatures there? No. Okay. They get a Force of Will though. Alright. I'm gonna ponder. I could use another land, I guess. Alright. And I guess I just get a Bayou here. Okay. Tamiyo will flip. Take it up. Play a Lotus Petal, I guess. What do they got here again? There's a Ponder, Dark Ritual. Oh no, Force of Will is not one of the cards. Okay. Okay. That's a big creature. I'm gonna attack Tamiyo. Makes sense. Yeah, kind of need to find an answer to this dude. Okay, let's Brainstorm first. It's another Barrowgoyf. If I knew they're gonna do that, I would have just left the other Barrowgoyf there. I mean, they 3/4s, but I think the lifelink. Oh, Daze. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was hoping to draw one of my removal spells. Now they have a Force of Will active too. Okay, so the Tamiyo is definitely gonna die. It's gonna take 5 damage. Is that what it is? Really nice for me to draw. Less Long Goodbye. What's the name of that card? I forgot. Let's see if I can ponder first. Force. Oh, Bowmasters. I get to draw a card. No, that was not correct. They did put a pawn in the graveyard. So Barrowgoyf only took 1 damage. They could block those 2 and then kill it. This thing has flying too. Okay, that was not very smart of me. Yeah, because now I have to fetch, and I should probably crack the clue now before they can target me again. The Daze. They just targeted. They can target their own army. Okay, I just don't want to do. All right, so yeah, I'm not gonna attack because so they can attack for 8. I can't do anything about it. So I really need to get rid of Oculus. So I'm gonna go to 15. I only have 1 card in hand. If I draw like a Long Goodbye, or it really has to be Long Goodbye. Okay, just a swamp. Again, I'm still not in a position to attack. Yet they have way more creatures than I have, and I mean, I guess one of these is gonna flip. Maybe all of them are Barrowgoyfs. Oh, that one's a Barrowgoyf. Okay. Did I gain life? Would I get a Brazen Borrow back too? Or Bowmasters? Yeah, this game is... Oh no, I can Daze their thing. Yeah, they did get the Brazen Borrow. What a well-timed Daze. I mean, it's not gonna matter, but I think it's kind of cool. Forget the Bowmasters. I was about to cast a Brainstorm. Yeah, there's a Fiddle Push that I needed. All right. Cool. We're gonna... Yeah, I think I'm gonna concede, and I'll see you guys here for round 4. Alright, so we're back here for round 4. I feel like I played against this player a bunch of times before. Should know what they play, but... Okay, I think it's some kind of Death and Taxes deck. I think the choice is just to ponder. Interesting. I still think I should just probably just try to Doomsday them out of the game. Alright, we'll draw a Fatal Push too. I was wondering about a card like Spirited Labyrinth or something, but the push is fine. If they try to Wasteland me, I think I'm gonna Edge of Autumn here. I guess I put that in the graveyard. So if I draw Doomsday, obviously I'm just gonna try to win this turn. I didn't, so I'm just gonna play Misty Rainforest. And then I can get a Surveil land. Another Overlord. Okay, no, I can't stop the second one, so it's gonna happen. Oh, there's 2 Philias? Cantrip or Doomsday? I don't think I want Tamiyo. Again, it's really hard to like outgrind like Death and Taxes with this list I'm playing. So I'm gonna Brainstorm first. I feel like even Jace is better than Murktide. I mean, Orcish Bowmasters. So I can kill Philia. I should be like cycling this Street Wraith too. Okay, there's a Thoughtseize. Man, I'd probably just take Fatal Push here, right? Because like Dark Ritual doesn't really matter as much. I have a lot of mana. Jace, I guess maybe it's annoying for them, but yeah, I think Fatal Push is probably the card that made sense. Yeah, so that's another reason for me not to play Tamiyo too, because Caracas just deals with it unless I get to flip it before they do that, which I guess I could have done by cycling Street Wraith and Edge of Autumn. But so I'm gonna fetch, and I was gonna get Underground Sea. I think. I don't think I want to make that play. It's like Bowmasters. Ophelia. Is it Ophelia? Ophelia. Okay, I'm just gonna I'd have Barrowgoyf. I just realized that they milled. I milled the Barrowgoyf, or they milled it. For some of the noise here. If I don't drink something after recording this video, it's like my throat has started getting dry and it's really hard for me to talk. So apologize for that. All right, so Ophelia is gonna attack this guy. They're gonna blink that. It's a pretty cool interaction. Little corgi, I think. I can. Why is this function not working? Oh my gosh, it's so. All right, that was kind of large there. So now they have a 5/5. Okay, so this creatures actually don't mean a whole lot. I mean, I can flip Tamiyo in response, but I don't even know if I want to do that. I'm just gonna maybe let them. If I flip it, it's just a 2/2, so maybe it's better to just have a card in hand for Force of Will. Yeah, Emperor Bones. All right, so they get to exile one of my creatures, or their creatures, I guess, from a graveyard. Okay, I got another Overlord. All right, yeah, they're gonna attack for 8. Oh, they didn't attack. It's probably a mistake, right? Or maybe I'm missing something. Because they do want to attack, right? So they can flash the things in. So they can do this. So that's 10, 13. Do they have to tap this guy? No, right? Am I just dead if I don't? Do I have to put Tamiyo in play and then flip it? The 2 Overlords attacking. That's 10. Ophelia. I'm not sure. I think not drawing Doomsday was the punt in this game. Not drawing Doomsday. I should have just drawn Doomsday because that's the name of the deck, right? I'll have to work on that. Alright, so Emperor Bones, gonna put Overlord in play. It's gonna mill some more cards. Gonna get a Skyclave Apparition. Alright, so at least I can Daze Skyclave without much trouble. So that's 9, 14. That's Exexes. I just realized that. Oh no, it's 9, 14, 17. It's more than Exexes. Let's see. What can I do? Maybe they're attacking. They're not attacking Jace. So that's 12, 17 to ponder. Yeah, it looks like I'm pretty dead now. All right. Yeah, need a Doomsday. Let's see. Oh, we got Mike guy here for Death and Taxes. Yeah, so Tamiyo would come out. Yeah, that's not. I mean, if he flips, it's amazing, obviously, because then most of their creatures are not very big, I guess. I mean, I don't know. This last game, they're pretty big. They're 5/5s. So Murktide comes out too. Yeah, I think it's another card that I don't really like that much against Death and Taxes. Okay, so we just got some interesting, some removal spells and 3 Force of Negations. Maybe it's for Deafening Silence. All right, I am going to keep this one. I think I can beat pretty much any hand they have, I think. And I don't really have to fetch until I'm ready to combo. And this hand can also play around Mindbreak Trap. Also, it's not bad against Thoughtseize, really. I guess it's bad if they have Thoughtseize plus Search for Extraction, but that's just, I guess, part of the game. Yeah, so Thoughtseize on turn 1. If they didn't have Thoughtseize on turn 1, they probably would have mulliganed into a hand that has some kind of interaction. I wouldn't have enough lands to cast Jace if I needed to, right? So I didn't want to play into Mindbreak Trap. That was the reasoning to do the way I did it. So now I can double fetch, and that was not how I planned this. Right, so I'm just going to play a Delta. I'm going to sack the Delta. And they can Bowmasters here if they want. Yeah, I'll take 2 damage, I guess. Go to 2. And play Thassa's Oracle. And then there's no way, I mean, there's no Mindbreak Trap here or no removal that kills it. So, alright. I think I'm going to try to do this. I think Veil might be better here than I originally thought. I think this one's okay. So if they Thoughtseize me, I think I can just let it resolve. If it's a Deafening Silence, which it isn't, I really don't like to try to play around Wasteland against Death and Taxes. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it like this. It's a lot of blue cards in my hand. I almost just want to like Brainstorm now. If they're playing this to Bowmaster me, I can just Daze them. I'll put this back and I guess Doomsday. Then I just don't fetch. Like Doomsday is kind of protected now. Philia. I'm gonna counter Philia. If everything goes okay, next turn I can double fetch cast Doomsday, 3 mana. What are they gonna get? I mean, if they played untapped, because they're planning on casting something, right? Emperor of Bones. And we force that too. Force everything. You get forced. You get forced. Maybe they can like maybe Thoughtseize me now, but I think they would have done it before. Oh, okay. All right. So they get Philia. Oh no, I'm gonna do one of my cards. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't have a win on the same turn, but it will be very close for next turn. All right. So we're gonna put Thassa's Oracle. All right. So after Doomsday resolves, there'll be a 7 life. They can swing for 2 next turn. Adapt 3. The creature doesn't get haste, does it? Oh, it gains haste. Never mind. It actually says on the card. So I be a 7, so I'm going to take 2. Sorry, this guy will get +1/+1. I do have 2 cards in hand. I'm not going to have enough life total to cycle Street Wraith, right? Because I'll be a 7. They're going to swing for 3. Okay, so I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm just going to do a LED consider pile. So draw, consider, mill Daze, draw LED, cycle edge, draw Thassa's Oracle. I guess I can put a ponder in the pile. Okay, so draw, consider, cast it, bin Daze, draw LED, cycle edge, draw ponder, and then yeah. I mean, let's do Bowmasters, I guess. Yeah, so draw, consider, cast it, put this in the graveyard, draw LED, cycle edge, crack LED. Then just use the ponder to draw Thassa's Oracle. Did I get everything correct? Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, do they have 7 damage on the stack? I just realized that. Maybe I'm just dead. But maybe I should have done the math better. Does Philia get this when it attacks? Oh, it's after. Okay. Okay, Wasteland is fine. I should know how my opponent's cards work better than finding out like in the middle of like going through my combo. Right, so I'm gonna put that in the graveyard. Cast LED, triple blue. I cast ponder. I'm gonna choose to shuffle. I'll cast Thassa's Oracle. I'm ready for the Mind Break Trap. Right, because I did cast. Oh, never mind. I didn't have it. Cool. All right, tight game. We'll see you guys here for round 5. All right, back here for 5th and final round of this league. Currently 2-2, trying to finish with an honorable 3-2. I tend to 3-2 leagues a lot, so it's on par with my usual records. Yeah, I don't think this hand is very good. As a matter of fact, I don't think this hand could beat a Dragon's Tarkir. I think it's the current set draft deck. This one's a little bit better. I guess I can keep this one. That's a Zoracle. I mean, it's okay, right? It's not. Maybe Jace should be the card to put back. I mean, it's 4 mana. I'm getting Thoughtseize already. Okay. I think I saw a lot of Thoughtseize in this league, right? Death and Taxes was playing it. The mono black reanimator. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it mono black? Maybe it was mono black. Mono black reanimator. The blue black reanimator deck too was playing Thoughtseize. So good time to play Veil, except that it only worked against one person. All right. So I'm not sure what they're doing. Okay, now I do. Definitely know what they're doing now. But I think I should go for it. Like, there's no Daze here. There's a possibility they just playing like a mono black deck. Listening Mire. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can find another land or a Dark Ritual. Yeah, I guess I'll keep that. And if they fetch, it's possible I just consider so I can. So I don't know. Get got by Orcish Bowmasters. Oh, is this Grixis? Oh yeah, it is an Orcish Bowmasters. Yay! Everyone's favorite creature. All right. So ponder. I guess the downside of making a play that I made is that if they draw another Thoughtseize, then they just take Doomsday from me. I do have my own Bowmasters in the deck. Well, no, I just have one. I have Fatal Push. Chose not to use Ponder's ability. Okay. So, did they find another counter magic? Is that what it is? Please don't be it. But I have the impression that that's what they got. Yeah, another Force. All right, so they pitch Brainstorm. I mean, I can just play a Tamiyo and kind of brick wall the attackers. Jace is a little awkward because I can't activate. Baleful Strix is also kind of annoying. I guess I have to ponder. Thoughteize. Really wanted Thoughteize earlier. Alright. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna pass and attack with a team. I block 1. Yeah, I don't know how I win this game though. I mean, if I get rid of Bowmasters, I guess I can do something. I mean, I do have a Thoughtseize in my hand, so if I draw, it'll push. Should be able to kill Bowmasters. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess I can cast a Thoughteize to see. what's up with their hand, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's just like a lightning bolt. Okay, I see what they're playing. All right. I'm not sure if Mike has a sideboard guide for Grixis. Not the most popular deck, but looking at some of the other control decks here, I think we're supposed to just remove the combo and try to become a mid-range deck. I can maybe just cut Jace too. Yeah, what's Jace doing here? Hold on, but Carpet of Flowers, because Jace, yeah, no, I don't think I like that. All right, I like this one. Since I know they don't play Wastelands, I think we're just gonna lead on a Polluted Delta. The deck has a lot less black cards now, so like, or I don't have anything that's got triple black. So if I had to fetch a Tropical Island here, it'll be fine. I was like, am I gonna get stifled here? Let's see if I find another land. Okay, found a land. I kind of just want to make my land drops here. So they decided to keep whatever they found on top. Love their choice of Brainstorm art. It's an island. Okay. All right, so what I can do here is, I guess I can start with a Thoughtseize and see what's going on. Force of Negation is not great here, but I think as the game progresses, just being like a 3-mana counter spell is not too bad. Also, if I need to Veil on their turn, I guess Force of Negation can be useful. Let's see what the opponent's trying to hide. Okay, I think Baleful Strix the worst here. Yeah, the current plan of trying to play this bootleg mid-range game. So that's a Polluted Delta. Baleful Strix is gone. Okay. Yeah, I think I can fetch here and just grab an Undercity Sewers too. This is not great. If I put Murktide in the graveyard, I feel like they're hiding a counter spell. I mean, counter magic in hand, right? If I try to Brainstorm here, they just Bowmasters. Yeah, I think it has to go to the graveyard. Unfortunately. So the only blue card in their hand now is Snapcaster, I guess. I'm going to try to force. So Snapcaster. Alright. I am going to try to Veil that. That's what they're going to do. They should probably Bowmasters first. Yeah, that makes sense. They don't get to do the second part because by then Veil is going to resolve, but they do make their token a little bigger. Then this guy's not counterable. Alright. I mean, they could cling to dust and try to make it smaller, but so I have to see how I'm going to cast Murktide, because I don't want to make Barrowgoyf too small. Okay, so I have 3 cards in hand. Maybe they just put a token in front of it. I can just counter the cling to dust too. And if I use Lotus Petal, then because I'm assuming they're going to remove Baleful Strix, and right, because it costs 4 mana to do this. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're trying to cast, and then they like I have a sorcery in an instant. I don't have a creature. I mean, I do have a creature. I'm sorry. I don't have an artifact in the graveyard currently. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna exile the heck out of Cling to Dust. Block. Okay. And I could remove 2 instants and make it into a 5/5. I don't know if a 5/5 flyer is gonna be good enough, but maybe. Oh, they don't have a land there. That's awkward. Okay. Alright. So if they fetch, Barrowgoyf gets a little bigger. Pyroblast. Okay, so if they attack, they have an answer, right? They don't have an answer. Show me what you got. Consign to Memory doesn't do anything. If they don't block, I might get another Barrowgoyf, or I just get nothing. Okay, so they have Consign to Memory. It's gone. So their hand is just the Delta. I just don't draw Baleful Strix. I should hit a creature now, right? Right. It's 5, and at a Tamiyo. Seems okay with me. We'll play the Inquisitive Student. I guess I'll play the Fetch Land too. So they're a 7. Ponderino. I have a game of inches here. Choose not to pawn. Oh, no, choose Ponder's ability. Okay, interesting. All right. I'm just going to attack first. I feel like they're holding something. Because unless their plan is to just put Bowmasters in front of Tamiyo. Let's do this. I'm going to kill this one. I am going to Brainstorm. Cool. Tamiyo can kind of kick rocks. Okay, so she flips mid-air, basically. So if Barrowgoyf connects, well, it's not going to connect, right? Well, I mean, I guess I can. Yeah, I'll kill their Bowmasters, I guess. Then they're going to have to put their token in front of it. Well, they don't have to, but it would be recommended. All right, we're going to tick up Tamiyo at 30 life. Not that life total matters that much here because we're playing basically a control mirror at this point, but so I just realized if I was going to do the play I just made, it might have been beneficial for me to put the Barrowgoyf on top. I don't think my opponent remembered that Bowmaster was in play. Kind of like, no, round 1, I forgot that there was a Chalice in play. Alright. Yeah, so Jace doesn't seem great. I was thinking it was like, no, like a plan B, a way to win the game, but like, it's probably not good enough. I can mill them, draw a card, and No, I think I'm just gonna. I mean, Street Wraith is interesting, right? Because like a 3/4 with Swamp Walk against a deck that's playing swamps. Is this too crazy? I don't know. Maybe I can get a Lotus Petal and just play a Street Wraith. Try to get there with that. All right, so to me it's kind of late here where I'm at. I'm going to try to do something fun. Maybe work out. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it looks stupid on the video, but we'll just say I'm doing this for science. Yeah, I like this hand. To the Captor 7. No TCs on turn 1. Everyone's favorite Surveil land. Is that the most played one? I think it is, right? Either that or I guess before the bannings, this one's by far was the most popular one, right? I think now it's possible that it's Meticulous Archive or one of those. Yeah, we're gonna try to do this. Veil of Summer is such a, I don't know. I really don't like to play against that card, but it's pretty great when it works in your favor. Like considering Force of Will something. Oh, Veil. I mean, there are 2 more copies in the deck. Yeah, I think that's fine, I guess. But the rest of their hand must be Counter Magic and Removal, is my guess. Otherwise, they'll probably not just use Search for Extraction like that. It's my guess. I mean, I guess I'll find out in a second. Unless they really want to Force of Will this. Barrowgoyf. Yeah, I guess I'm going to take Bowmasters. And I'll play Tamiyo. Bowmasters is gone. I like their choice for basic lands too. I play a lot of Pre-Modern and a lot of those lands from this era. They seem so nice to me. Yep, you got that. So they got another card. The Cling to Dust is gone. Well, not gone, but especially that one because you can just replay it and replay it as an island. I mean, they saw my hand, so they know that I've got the counter magic. And I think I'm just gonna try to flip this Planeswalker person. But draw a land. I think Bowmasters can be the last one, actually. Last one, I mean, like the Ponder. I could have done that in mid-air, like I like to call it. But so we have a clock now. Cling to Dust. Yep, that works. They do get to draw some extra cards, but so the next turn, I draw Bowmasters, right? Yep. Like really the name of the game here now is to protect Tamiyo. So they have 4 cards. I know one of them, it's a Barrowgoyf. And I'm going to be very patient here. I am not going to cast Bowmasters because it's not necessary. I'm going to go up. And I don't think I even want to cast a second Tamiyo. Yeah, I think I'm just going to discard the Dark Ritual unless they do something at the end of my step here or end of my turn. Oh, that's going to Cling to Dust, I guess. So if I cast Bowmasters, let's see. So Force can pitch to this. This can pitch to this. And then I still have a Force that I can cast. Or I can just hard cast. Let's see. 1, 2. So if I cast Bowmasters, what does that do? I can also Dark Ritual, cast Bowmasters, and then use the other 2 blue to cast Force of Negation. I think that might be better, actually. Is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I'll figure out in a second. And a Force of Will. Oh, I needed to... Oh my gosh. This is so terrible. I needed to use Bayou to cast Dark Ritual. Oh, that's awkward. Okay. Yeah, that's going to resolve then. Wow, that was pretty bad. Bowmaster. Like, they don't have to scoop to Tamiyo ultimating Surgical. No. Probably the last card in their hand is like a Pyroblast. No. Or maybe they want to do it in my turn so they can play around Force Negation. But then I can just hard cast. Okay. Guess I'm just going to name Lurgoyf. He's that chunky guy. I have another Dark Ritual in my hand. Did not. So I'm just going to play this other one. And I have no hand. Okay, so I can just... Is that for the rest of the game? Yeah. So they're Barrowgoyfs. I can just push. I don't have to counter. Don't even want to cast it. I'm assuming they still have the Barrowgoyf in hand, but maybe they Brainstorm away. Oh, another one. This is a May. Oh, you May. All right. Cling to Dust. It did make them a little smaller. All right. And no. I mean, I think it just forcing anything, right? Or Daze anything. Okay, cool. 3-2. The last game was... I mean, the last game I think was my favorite, but like that match in general was like... Grix is a very... I feel like it's a very hard matchup for Doomsday in general. So this Temple plan to sidestep it. It worked out there. So just final thoughts. I guess based on this very small sample size, it seems like Veil of Summer is a very well-positioned card currently. Again, I think I mentioned like saw a lot of Thoughtseize aimed at me in this past league. Also some Orcish Bowmasters, and I mean the first game was I think it was like 2 decks are mono black, right? So the Stompy deck it's got a little more popular because one of the 2 challenges I think they did well. So I mean it's playing some really good cards like no Opposition Agent, Shieldred, and Karn, and the One Ring, and then like on top of that, Thoughtseize and Chalices. So yeah, Veil of Summer pretty good there. And the thing that I noticed is that this version of Doomsday, like some of the earlier versions that I played a few years ago now, since it doesn't run personal tutor, you do have some games that you kind of just lose because you don't find Doomsday. There are no real so you do have like Ponders and Brainstorms, obviously. But there isn't anything like no Impulse or Lindell's Vault or personal tutor. So I think mulligan decisions have to be, if you want to do well, you definitely have to consider your mulligan decisions with this deck. There is a chance that the tempo plan just carries you to victory, but there are some decks that if they cast a Thoughtseize and a Source of Plowshares, just makes it really hard for you to get through. But anyways, I think the deck's really good. It's very, very well built. It's got the good cards in blue and black, and you have, of course, the super compact Doomsday combo. It's really like a one card combo at this point. So yeah, and like I said, I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I did get this list from Mike, from co-host from the podcast, The Legacy Small Talk, that me, Mike, and Jared record weekly. And Mike's also got a Patreon. I think the way he advertises like pretty much anything that has Dark Rituals and combo in Legacy. He actually, the cover for his Patrons is the 4 Liza Diamond that he has that are altered. So yeah, so if you're a fan of things like Ant and Storm and Black Saga Storm and Besiege Storm and TS and Doomsday, go check out his Patreon. I'll leave the link below. And again, I kindly ask you to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you like my stuff. I post pre-modern and legacy videos, and look forward to see some of the feedback on some of my good plays and some of the bad ones. All right, see you guys next time.